Hey guys, F50 here from F50 Gaming. I'm giving you guys my review, my thoughts about Sonic Forces. Um, be advised, this is my first review, so bear with me. I'm not going to be super analytical about the game. I mean, it's a Sonic game. I haven't really played most of the current Sonic games, like I skipped Lost World, and I know the last game I really played was Generations, so bear with me. It may be a little sloppy fest, and maybe kind of need more of like me rambling, but without further ado, let's get this started. Okay, so in my reviews, at least for Sonic Forces anyway, my later game reviews, I'll probably be a little bit more open about it. So Sonic Force, I'll break it down into three categories: presentation, story, gameplay. And without further ado, let's get started. The presentation, Sonic Forces presentation, it looks beautiful. Like, I don't know how Lost World looked because I never really played it. So, but in my opinion, since I haven't seen a Sonic game in so long, this is like the first Sonic game I've seen since Generation. This game looks beautiful. Like, like 60 frames per second, 1080p does this game justice. I will not deny that it does it justice. Um, Also, it's like the details. I mean, there's no hyper realistic details on the characters, but it does good. Like Green Hill Zone looks pretty. Like, I mean everything. I'm not super big into like what's it called? Like I'm not super big into all this like digital stuff like use frames per second or something like that. But I know it runs at 60 and 1080p and it looks beautiful. There's nothing else to say about that. I mean, it doesn't. They took away the motion blur from Sonic. Like that's the only thing I miss about when you like you zip through. Kind of like when you boost with him, they got rid of the motion blur that Unleash had, and that's like the edge I'll still say Unleash has over it. But if I have to say, if it wasn't for the really like cartoony look, like they really went more cartoony with it, I'll say that Unleash, this game beats Unleash in that aspect. He just took away the motion blur, which was kind of cool. So, but presentation, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10 for a Sonic game. It's like, it looks beautiful, and I don't know why I scored it, because I don't really score, but 10 out of 10 is like, it's perfect. It's like perfect for a Sonic game anyway. Now, story, I mean, it's okay. I mean, once again, they try to go a dark route. I don't see it, because I don't know if it's the new voice actors or it's the new people that write the script. It's an okay story. It's pretty much Eggman sped up illusion. I'm guessing something happened in Lost World because Lost World's the last Canonical 3 Sonic game. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But like Sonic Lost World, I didn't play it, so I don't know what happened. But I'm assuming after Lost World, he got fed up with losing, so he decided to buckle down and change everything. So he got this new army going. We got this new thing called Infinite. It's like he's ready to roll. It's like he's like sick of losing, so he's finally learned from his mistakes. So Sonic being Sonic tries to confront Eggman, and he runs into Infinite, and Infinite like lays the beat down. I mean the oppression session on Sonic. He couldn't do nothing about it. Sonic also meets his old villains. Chaos, Shadow, Zoblock, I think that's his name from Lost World, and Metal. So so Sonic's confused, and then supposedly I guess they assume he's kind of dead, but I mean it's a Sonic game. It's a kiddie Sonic game at that, so death ain't gonna be like the biggest thing. So pretty much at that point, Knuckles is the commander of the Resistance because they're trying to rise up against Eggman, which he took over the world in like a couple of months. I believe it's like 3 or 6 months, I think. So then he enlists your avatar. Supposedly he's the one guy that survived, and I'm not gonna go to super details because we like go into great spoilers, but he's the one that's gonna help you like change the tide of the war and stuff. So pretty much that's how the avatar gets introduced and whatnot. So then after that they find Sonic, break him out, all that stuff. But I mean, I'm not gonna go into great detail. Classic Sonic makes his way back. They find a way to kind of shoehorn him back into things, which is it's okay. They kind of introduced it in a sense. They kind of did it in a decent way. I still don't like the fact it's in there, but hey, they found a good way of doing it. So with that, and pretty much it's like the typical Sonic game. You beat Eggman, and the more you like save people, or like the more like missions you complete, that pretty much you're doing all this to foil Eggman, and each time you got like a meter that'll tell you how much land Eggman took from the world and how many people Sonic people did. So you pretty much deal with that. I mean, you got the typical Sonic friends there: Vector, Espio, Amy, Shadow, Rouge, everybody. So yeah, but I mean the story is not adventurous too. I mean they tried to make you care about the characters. I don't know. It's an okay story. I mean, I'm not playing it for the story. I kind of stopped caring about Sonic's story like a long time ago. But it's an okay game. If you're there for the story, you're not gonna be disappointed, but you're not gonna be wild either. Like I said, it's nothing big about the story, so yeah. So story gets like a decent, like it's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad because, like I said before, it's a Sonic game. They haven't really wrote those like deep stories really since Adventures 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. And then so that's how I'll do it. And then gameplay. Sonic's gameplay is pretty much the gameplay that's been established since Unleashed. That he's pretty much, he goes from 2D to 3D. He has the boost mechanic, which some of your old heads, it started in Rush really, but if you really want to go super technical with it, it's been there since the Advanced series. I mean, yeah, Sonic had to gain momentum to boost, but hey, it was still a boost mechanic nonetheless. So as gameplay wise, Sonic is pretty much Sonic. I will say the only thing I don't like about this modern Sonic is that he doesn't control as well as he did on Unleashed. And like I said, I didn't play Lost World or nothing, so I don't know how he controlled in that. But Unleashed was the de facto version for me how to control Sonic. Like he had a drift mechanic, he had a boost mechanic. It's like he felt more nimble and more loose. Like in this Sonic, he's kind of like stiff. Like when you boost, you can't really move. And like I said, they took away the motion blur, so it's nowhere near as like speedy, but it's still okay in a sense. I mean, I think like the drift mechanic was really needed in this game. I will say that it's really needed. There are certain stages that you really need the drift mechanic, but I mean, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna let you try out for that for yourself. And then you got the Avatar. The Avatar is pretty much Shadow the Hedgehog, Team Chaotic, how they were in Sonic Heroes. He's more mission based. He's kind of more weapons orientated. He does have like speed sections, kind of like Shadow. So he does focus on speed. Yeah, but I mean the Avatar was okay. I mean he has a weapon. It's called the Wisp Spawn. Pretty much, this game has Wisp returning from Sonic Colors. If you didn't know. And unlike Sonic, he doesn't use he uses the Wisp power. Sonic, like I think the only Wisp he uses the boost, but this guy uses like the drill, lightning, all that stuff. I think the lightning's like the only thing that's sort of cool because it gives you like a light speed dash. But then you have the basic Wisp on that gives you like a flamethrower, which is pretty cool because it's like the best one you control, the most balanced one, and also gives you like a jetpack burst and stuff. But the Avatar is okay. I mean, he also has like slinging sections, kind of like Ratchet and Clank, how they had the little thing. So his gameplay was okay. It could be better. I will admit I would prefer Shadow or Knuckles, but hey, the Avatar does bring out the creative side of people. It does go to that other side. So yeah. And then Classic Sonic. 2D. I'm not gonna go into too great details because it's just Class Sonic. Class Sonic is just 2D platforming, clears the level. That's it. It's kind of like Bladder, rinse, and repeat. I mean, after Sonic Mania, I really believe they should have found a way to get rid of it. I think they should have either delayed the game or found a way to get rid of Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic was in an era way back when. And he is like part of the reason why these smaller Sonic games can't get no identity, because since Generations did, okay, they kind of like had Like Classic Sonic has to be there, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be. If you get rid of them, I'd be okay with it. But it's 2D, that's all it is. I mean, I think there's something wrong with his physics. I don't know, maybe because like Modern Sonic moves so much faster than him, he's like, he has a hard time gaining momentum, but hey, if y'all like him, that's fine. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I really believe this shit got rid of him. But it's alright. I mean, his gameplay, he doesn't take up a majority of the game. They also brought back the extra levels from Sonic Colors where you can kind of do 2D platforming. So that's still there. And they also got like these SOS things where you get like some extra bonus things for your avatar. You got to do like specific things like pick a random avatar or something like that from Rent Avatar. And those are there too, so you got plenty of things to do after the game is done. And the game's boss system is kind of like Unleashed, kind of like Unleashed in Colors, where more so Unleashed where you have to chase the villain, at least for Sonic anyway, so it's kind of like that, so look forward to that. The final boss, he's alright, like he's kind of annoying, but hey, the game, but it's a Sonic game, so you take it how you can take it. So, gameplay, okay, it's an okay thing. It's a good way to, like, for people who haven't played in a while, especially like me, because like I said, I didn't play Lost World. It's a good way to step in there. So I'll take it or leave it. It's good. So if I put the three together, perfect presentation for a Sonic game. Okay story, man, decent. Again, you got pretty good gameplay. It's a good game. Sonic Forces does what it needs to. My final thought. Sonic Forces does what it needs to do. It's a good Sonic game. It plays it safe. I should have, in my opinion, they could have got rid of the Avatar and Classic Sonic and put more of Sonic's friends like Shadow, Knuckles. Like Shadow would have been perfect for the Avatar stages. I mean, he does have his own spin-off thing, which I'll play that in a playthrough, hopefully, and not that I'll give you like a breakdown video of it. And then, like I said, for a Classic Sonic, they could put somebody else like Tails or Espio or something. I don't know. Like Classic Sonic does have his own legacy, but I mean, they just came out with Sonic Mania, and I know since that game's doing well, they're probably gonna make some more Classic Sonic games now. So I think that Classic Sonic should be his last game in the modern era or the current era, because what's it called? He has his own spin-off series now. He's got the Mania series now. So if they ever do a series about it, which I think they will, because Mania actually did well and they got great reviews. So Sonic Forces does what it needs to do. It's not a full price game, it's $40. I got it, it's fun. I will probably try to get all the rare rings to get Super Sonic. So I think that's what the rare rings do, but it's a good game. If you have like, if you feel like playing platformers, not more so classic platformers, but platformers, and you haven't played a Sonic game in a while, just the game for you. Like I said, it's not a full price game. Go out and get it. If you don't want to, then you can either rent it or let your friend get it. If a friend's got it, you can play it. It's a good game. It's not perfect by any means. The reviewers are kind of harsh about it, so I mean, maybe they're right, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm kind of looking at it more like a Sonic fan's perspective. It's a good game. So, and all in all, that's my review. Sonic Forces does what it needs to do. It plays it safe. It's a good game. And this FL50. Signing out. Like and subscribe. I have more content coming. And if you like my reviews, please let me know. And if I got any criticisms, let me know. Please be constructive. Do not throw shade. Please be constructive. And the next review I'll probably do, I'm not sure yet, but I will do more game reviews. So, peace out, guys. Have a good day. Hope you get Sonic Forces because I love it.